You could not make this one up. Exactly 2 years after he was presented as an FC Barcelona player, Antoine Griezmann is closing in on a remarkable return to Atletico Madrid. This transfer could shake the next La Liga season tremendously if it goes through. Hey guys, we talk football here, and today we look at the potential of Antoine Griezmann returning to Atletico Madrid. With all the transfer news going on this summer, the least likely thing anyone expected to hear is that Antoine Griezmann would be returning to Atletico Madrid, where it all began and he became a superstar. But thus, this is the crazy world that we live in, and now the French talisman is being linked back to the club that made him a superstar in the first place, in a swap deal for former teammate Saul Niguez. The news had been brewing for a couple days, but now things are starting to get serious between the two clubs as they start to get the wheels rolling on this transfer. Griezmann and his family are currently vacationing in Ibiza, alongside Koke and his family, a former teammate. And this deal is coming together at such a rapid pace that it may only take another week or so for it to be finalized. Wages and contract figures are being thrown around now, which is often a signal that negotiations between players and clubs are at an advanced stage. One reason for its apparent time crunch is the pressuring matter of Lionel Messi's new contract. Reports early Wednesday stated that Messi has agreed to a 5-year deal to stay at the Camp Nou, the length of the deal being a necessity in order for his still significant salary to pass the smell test from La Liga's investigators. With Messi's contract does come a dilemma though as well, as Barcelona will not be able to fit Messi's new reduced salary next to Griezmann's, giving the club's deep financial problems. With negotiations well underway to sell Griezmann, the Catalans can put their wheels in motion to formalize the Messi contract. The most attractive part in the Griezmann-Saul trade for Barcelona president Joan Laporta is that the club will pocket some savings in the deal. Griezmann's gross salary comes up to a roughly 24 million per year, and Saul's net salary comes in at less than 8 million per year, while Griezmann costs at least twice the amount that Saul costs, leaving Barca some pocketed change. For Atletico, Diego Simeone has played a significant behind-the-scenes role in his former talisman's potential reacquisition, and the coach would be delighted for Griezmann to come back to the club that made him superstar. Griezmann would do well to remember that. He would be the latest player to learn that leaving Simeone's Atletico often doesn't equate to finding greener pastures. But what really is driving this deal is that Mr. Transfer News himself, Fabrizio Romano, came out and said Barcelona and Atletico are in advanced talks for a swap deal between Saul and Griezmann. Both players have given the green light in the last hours. Barca and Atleti are now negotiating on price tags. Barca want money included. With those words, Barca and Atletico Madrid fans alike will be hopeful that this deal goes through, as both clubs are potentially benefiting. We all know what Griezmann is capable at Atletico Madrid under Simeone, and with the firepower of Luis Suarez and Joao Felix beside him now, the sky is the limit for that front three. In terms of what Saul would bring to Barcelona, he is a high-drive, box-to-box midfielder who has been doing it under Simeone for many, many years. He was one of the prime suspects in Atletico Madrid's last season La Liga title win, and has also proven himself for the Spanish national team and the UEFA Champions League. He would complement the likes of Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong in that Barcelona midfield very well, and will be that missing key that they finally have acquired. But returning to the logistics of the deal, Copa Paco Gonzalez claims that Griezmann will accept a large pay cut, down to 13 million per year, in order to engineer a move back to Wanda Metropolitano. But that's the least he'll have to do to win back the fans, many of whom remain angry at him for leaving them in the first place 2 years ago. The Frenchman plaque outside the Metropolitano has been defaced, and supporters chanted for his death when he returned to the stadium as Barcelona played in December 2019. From a market perspective, Atletico viewed this as an opportunity too good to pass up, and furthermore as a win-win for multiple parties. Saul will get a change of scenery if the deal goes through, and he'll leave Atleti on good terms, and the remaining champions have already replaced him with star signing from the Copa America and Udinese Rodrigo de Paul. From a sporting perspective, Atletico arguably get the better end of the proposed deal, at least in the short term. Griezmann might be an embarrassing person, but he's a great player who is still in his prime, is willing to take a cut in his salary drastically, and would join without a transfer fee changing hands. You have to admit, grabbing Griezmann, Luis Suarez forward pairing from a direct rival for bonuses and solidarity fees only would be spectacular business in Atletico Madrid's eyes. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that this deal will go through? And if it does, who is getting the better end of the deal? Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.